So I was working on adding an instructor list, and then the piece that I'm missing is the add method works, but I need a way of calling add with a URL that includes the instructor list name in the URL. So I need another form here. And this is going to be just like the other one we did. So I had one called get instructor name. No, it was hang on. Select instructor list for print. And it's basically going to look exactly like this, except it's going to be select instructor list for add. And in fact, I could consolidate both things into one route by including another argument for what type of purpose the list is being used for. So basically, I can print an instructor list, I can add an instructor list, I can delete an instructor list, and any of those could use the same page to get that information, and then include in the URL a parameter for what the ultimate destination is, what action to take after you get the instructor list. But I'm trying to keep this simple, so I'm just going to go ahead and create a separate function. And this one really wants to be separate anyhow, because when you select an instructor list for printing, you're going to print only existing instructor lists. So this is really selecting a list out of a list of lists. Whereas when you're making a new one, you want the user to type the name of an instructor list that doesn't currently exist. So you can't put up a combo box or a select box to let the user choose one out of the list, because the one that they want to add is not in the list yet. So we really do want different functionality for this one. And we're going to want a form where they can type it in. So I'm going to start with that anyhow, because I already copied it. And change this to select instructor list for add. But it's not select, it's going to be type instructor list for add. And then we'll change the name of the view function. And we're going to go ahead and render the template, add instructor list. I'm sorry, type instructor list for add. And then we don't need to pass in the list of all instructor lists because we're not going to choose it. I'm going to go ahead and start with this copy. Add type instructor list for add. And then please enter the name of a new instructor list. Name of a new instructor list in the box below. And then press the add button to continue. And then this is going to be a form method get action is equal to add instructor list. And then instead of having a select box here, we're going to have an input type is text. Name is equal to instructor list name. And then the name of this button is going to be add. Okay, so I think that's what I want. Let's go ahead and actually I want to add an item to main for this. And I'm not worried about the order just yet. So this is going to be type instructor list for add. And it's going to be add a new instructor list. I guess I could capitalize new. All right. So let's go ahead and run it. And reload. Add a new instructor list. Select the instructor list. Okay, I forgot to change the header. Please enter the name of a new instructor list in the box below, and then press the add button to continue. So we're going to do CIS 245 this time, and we'll click the add button. Add instructor list succeeded. New instructor list 245 was added successfully. So we'll go to the main menu, print the list of instructor lists. There's 245, and then we'll go ahead and try adding it again. And it fails this time because it already exists. So that looks good. I need to fix the header in my template. So type instructor list for add. This is going to be type instructor list to add, or just, let's just call it add instructor list. Add new instructor list. I think that's a little less confusing. Okay, and that should be everything for this one. So reload. So add new instructor list. Please enter the name of a new instructor list in the box below and press add. Press the add button to continue. CIS 275 worked.